can have empathy and be considerate and set boundaries. Good evening. Welcome to a new weekly vlog. I hope everyone is having a great day whenever you're watching this. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine and I believe in smart tips for a glowing life leads to less stress and more time for beauty. And on this channel we talk about everything from mom life, married life, impact creator life, beauty, work life, and I am currently on a healing journey, working and practicing on choosing me. So if you are interested in any of those things, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe for more. It is Saturday. It's only, listen, all right, it's 12:08, okay? But give me Saturday, okay? Today was a jam-packed day. The boys had a haircut, then I got my lashes done. But then afterwards, I went to such a cute restaurant. I wish I got the name in the video, but I did not do a good job with that. But I got everything else. The restaurant is called Stallion, and it's at 12th and Walnut. I saw it on TikTok, and I thought it was a cute, perfect restaurant to go out and celebrate my friend's birthday. So we did that, and it was such a really nice restaurant. We were talking so much. I did eat all my food. We were talking so much though that, you know, we spent a lot of time there just really talking. And this is a newer friend in my life that we are working to get to know each other, get to know each other's quirks, you know, and you know, just to really get to know each other. And I have learned that I am the listening friend. Okay, so I definitely listen. I actively listen. I got to do it at work, you know, so it's something that I carry into my outside of work life, you know, to be that ear for my friends when they need to get out of their heads and really focus on what it is that they want or what it is that's going on with them. And so we spent a lot of time chatting, really getting to know each other and seeing those sides of each other, you know, during dinner. It was a really nice dinner. The vibes of the restaurant was really good. And another restaurant where things were made to order. If you saw last week's vlog, I went to a restaurant in Manioc called Somo. Same vibe. It did take a little bit for the food to come to us, but it did because the food is made to order. So I like that because it came hot and it came fresh. So there was a lot of other restaurants, like as we were walking around, that she was pointing out to me, that Callie was pointing out to me to try. Like, I don't want to say I want to try every restaurant, but I kind of sort of want to try all of these different, like, I want to get dressed and go try these places and walk and exist in these places. Okay, we sat at a table and the waitress was like, you know, this table, like, you can record everything. Like, you're in the center of the restaurant and you can record everything. Like, I'm noticing that as I show up in my creator mode and creator space, that people are speaking to me, like, at these restaurants, like the restaurant that I went to last week. One of the servers came up and said, oh, you know, make sure to tag us in whatever you post. We partner with influencers all the time. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got my stuff ready, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Because if you want to be in this space, I've convinced myself that if I want to be in this space, I want to be an impact creator, I want to be I don't want to be an influencer like buy this product. Like, I just want you to get value from my healing journey, influence in that way. And you know, and some of the experiences that I'm having, go out there, experience things, and live your life. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. If you haven't seen a couple of vlogs ago where I said I gotta get this on my chest, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, and so, but they're talking to me now. Like, they're talking to me, or they're acknowledging, whether they know my following or not. They're acknowledging that they see that I'm recording or whatever, and oh, make sure to tag us, make sure to tag us. So that's so encouraging, you know, going from not necessarily being afraid to record, but feeling awkward, you know, if someone stares at me or something like that as I'm recording, to just full blown, oh, I'm gonna get this. But I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving stepping into that space and being confident in that way. I'm so happy that I have broken that barrier, at least in some way, to do that. And it's only up from here. It's only up from here. I gotta do baby steps, okay? But it's only up from here. Yeah, so and then I still made it to make sure grandma takes her meds. Top tier. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just see more celebration, more, you know, time with friends in the future. Like, I really see that in my future, and I'm so happy about that that's a possibility. Like, I'm so happy about that. And you know, of course, I want to spend time with the family and the boys, and us doing things and experiencing things too, which I plan on when they have their next haircut, because the time is changing. Maybe we all can just go out and get something to eat or something like that, just to spend some time together, or maybe go to a little arcade or something, play some games or something like that, you know, because that's what they like to do. Just getting out there more, doing more. I'm really looking forward to that, especially if it's not cold outside. The cold will keep me in the house. We don't gotta keep talking about that. I'm telling you, I don't like it. Yeah, such a great night, such a wonderful night. I'm shocked I'm still awake, but I am. I have to do all of the things, take my face off, right? And I gotta put my hair up. And do y'all like this hair? These are new bundles. If you haven't seen last week's vlog, I'm just gonna share it again. I'm gonna talk about it, you know, every week, I guess, until I get my hair done again. And this, every time I do this, this happens anyway. These bundles are the Brazilian wavy body wave bundle from True Glory Hair. Absolutely pretty. It's really wavy, very bouncy, very soft. No brainer. You don't have to think about it. My stylist didn't have to curl any of this. He curled my natural hair to blend with it, but he did not curl any of these bundles, because it was not required to curl any of these bundles, because they were already curly / wavy naturally how I got them. And I really love that. It cut a lot of time off of my appointment, besides the sewing part of it. But really beautiful hair, beautiful bundles. Okay, so check out True Glory Hair. They are not sponsoring me. I hope one day that could be a possibility, but definitely check out True Glory Hair, because they're really good. They're really good. I don't know why I haven't ordered hair from them in a long time, but they're really good. I'm about to order a U-part wig from them. I might do it. I don't know. We'll see. Wait. Alright, let me get my life together. Get ready for bed. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And I do want to say this one last thing. All the things that I did today, I did it without coffee. I can't have coffee and get my lashes done, but I did it without coffee, so Good evening. It's Sunday. So, just waking up from a power nap. I just put my hair up. Oh my gosh, what a day. So, we were in Marshall's. We were at IKEA. We were at Giants, Lowe's. We were everywhere today. And then I had to go and check later on to see if my grandmother had any medicine ready. She does not. I have to add to my system with her so I can know about stuff like that. Because right now I'm learning from a third party. And I need to know. Maybe this is control issues. I don't know. Or I'm just going to wait to be told. Maybe I don't need to control every single thing. Maybe things can be other people's responsibilities. Anyway. But she didn't have any medicine. She needs a glucose meter. I need to reach out to her insurance company to see if I can do that. Then I went to her house to make sure she got her meds. Oh my goodness. So this weekend has been no rest, completely on the go. So I'm very tired. Like completely on the go. So I definitely resorted to my nap on the couch. I will say I have been taking the vitamin D lately. I've decided, because you are supposed to take it with food. And that's what's kind of throwing me off. So I decided, like, no, like, I'm just going to take it. And that worked out for me today. So I'm just going to take it. And I'm going to do my best to take it with food, but if not, I'm just going to take it. That helped me with some energy today, so I think that's what I'm just going to do. I'm going to buy another bottle, so I can just keep it at work with me. So I have one at home, one at work. I don't have to think about it. So I used to have like another medicine that I took that I no longer take. One at work, one at home, one in my purse, like one in the car. Like that's how, like, I guess because I'm so much on the go. That's how hard it is to take this medicine. How, when I'm riding over my grandmother's house every day to give her the medicine. And I'm home, like, whatever. And I can't even, sure, I take my own medicine. I don't know. I find it fascinating how when it's time to show up for other people, you just, well, I'm going to go do this. But the things I need, I just can't seem to put that first. Like, what is that? I'm trying to sort that out. I have to do it. How am I going to show up for anybody else if I don't show up for me? I need to take my medicine, and I need to really figure this out. Yeah, so here is my woosah moment. But I want to pray with you guys, okay? I would like to pray with you guys because the prayer that I had, if you saw last week's vlog, the prayer that I had last week was very powerful, and it created a dream, a manifestation. So I want to pray with you guys this Sunday. And it's Palm Sunday. Well, yeah, it's Palm Sunday. So I would like to pray with you guys. I don't pray in a traditional sense. I'm just going to bow my head and we're going to do a little something, okay? And I may continue after this for personal reasons, but I'm going to do a generalized prayer for everyone watching this vlog, okay? Dear God, dear God, I hope that every person watching this vlog, of course, has a miraculous week or day, whenever they are watching my vlog. I hope that the value that I put into these vlogs are being received, and I hope and pray that I have the strength to continue on this journey, this healing journey, and documenting this journey for my community, so they see that they too can begin the process of choosing them and losing those people-pleasing, or accepting tendencies where they just shrink themselves. And I don't want to promote shrinking. I am no longer shrinking, and I hope, God, that you put that energy out into the universe and into these vlogs on a consistent basis, so my community sees them and hears the message and takes that value and adds that value into their lives and the lives of the people surrounded by them that love them. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. Whoa, that was a powerful, powerful prayer. You ever, once you finish praying, like, it's almost like this flood of energy comes over you, right? This flood of energy comes over you, and you just feel refreshed and recalibrated. That's how I felt just now after I prayed with you guys for that. But I have my own prayer that I need to do. My woosah moments to get me prepared for what I need to do tomorrow. For work. I seem to always do this little laugh, I guess. Because that's all I got for you, okay? Anyway. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to sit up and pray a little bit. I do want to share with you guys, I did get one of those Stanley mugs. Actually, I don't think I recorded that for the vlog, but I want to show you. If you follow me on TikTok, or you look at my shorts, or you follow me on Instagram, I posted a video regarding a Stanley mug, okay? I have not necessarily been looking for a Stanley mug, but the kids have them, and I just took the opportunity to give me a Stanley mug. So this one was $20, okay? I don't need a whole bunch of crazy things. They have a different collection out now that's like really colorful and really nice, cute. I don't need a $50 mug. $20 is good enough for me, and it's the real deal, real deal. And the water that I put in here, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, it is very late. You know it's very late because I took a nap. Still cool. So yeah, absolutely love this mug. Really excited for having it. And then that's going to help me. I do really good with my water intake anyway, but it's going to help me even more with my water intake. So really excited about that. So yeah. All right, going to bed, but I just wanted to check in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good evening. It is Monday, well Tuesday, but Monday. I might need to call these like late night chats, like vlogs / late night chats, because that's what's happening. I have been needing my naps lately. I have been leaning on my naps lately, and then I get up for my laps. It is about a ton of laps I'm running. It's ending up in some naps. I end up waking up from my nap like around 12. So the time shifted is normally later. And then when I see it's later, I give up. Like, I'm just gonna stay asleep. But since it's not late, I'm gonna not give up and do what I need to do for my hair and all this other stuff. The one thing about this hair, so I felt, I'm falling asleep on it. But I guess the curl pattern, like, it's not going away. Like, this hair is very curly, wavy, bouncy. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, well, I mean, there's something you can do about it, but in this current state right now, no, there's nothing you can do about it. So, but anyway, so I really like this hair. Okay, today was a pretty good day. It wasn't too bad of a day. I did all of the things: work, then judo, then my grandmother's meds. So I'm trying to get my grandmother a home care nurse, and her doctor referred her one way to get this care, and it's super complicated. I don't think she could do it anyway. So I'm like, no, we need to try something else. And so I'm still on the lookout for finding these things. And then she also had an issue. She's like, her phone is ringing all day long because of spam callers. So older people get these spam calls. Everyone gets the spam calls, right? But it really might be that older people really get them because they're home, they have resources, they don't really have much of anything to do, and because they're older, now I'm not going to say older people have cognitive decline. That's not true, but their brain is not as sharp, and so they may fall for scams easier than someone like me or, my age range, because we still young whippersnappers, right? So she gets a lot of those calls, and so what I also have to do now when I go to her house, I didn't realize that her home phone had blocking features. At first I'm thinking I gotta get a totally new phone, and then when I looked it up in ChatGPT, I said, show me phones that have this blocking feature. It showed me some example phones, and from showing me the example phones, I didn't see her exact phone, but I saw the feature. And I said, wait, does she have that? And when I looked to see, she did. So I started going down the list of calls and blocking them. They all getting blocked. If you saw last week's vlog, I'm serious, like, okay? So they all getting blocked. It's causing her anxiety because the phone's ringing all day. And as I looked at some of the times of these calls, like, they are literally happening back to back. I already put her phone number on a do not call registry. Didn't work. It didn't work for this purpose. Because her phone's still ringing all day long. So until I can get someone in the house to help me care for her, this is how I'm navigating this. This is how I'm handling it. Me. This is how I'm navigating this. This is how I'm handling this. I don't know how I'm doing all of this stuff. Like, and I know I'm falling out. So it's not falling out anymore right now. I am just laying down on the couch. It's not falling out right now. Like, I'm choosing to fall asleep on the couch. It's not involuntary right now. But I don't know how I'm doing all of these different things that I'm doing. Like, I don't know where this energy comes from, or this willpower at work, and even through all the different challenges and things that I face with grandma. Like, I don't know where all of this energy comes from. I don't want to keep feeling like I'm the only one capable of figuring out solutions or doing what needs to be done for her. And, in a lot of my spaces that I occupy. So I'm tired in that way. Like, where is the other brain? Now Rocky's the other brain. Okay, now it's so crazy because I really haven't had to lean on him in that capacity for a while. It feels like most of the time is what I'm gonna eat, right? I'm with some food, right? He's a wonderful chef, but he's a very, 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 very smart man, and most of the times I don't really want to burden him with all of my challenges, but of course through my challenges he's always been there. And I've been seeking his help, like, of course, like, I'm thinking about this thing or I'm thinking about that thing. Like, I've been seeking his help, and he's been helping me. He's been a wonderful, he's always been a wonderful husband, but in that regard, I told him, I said, listen, my brain's fried. My brain's done. I can't think of this anymore. Can you help me with this? That's literally what I've been saying. My brain is fried. I can't think about this anymore. Can you help me with this? And almost instantly, like, he just comes through. Almost instantly. So I have a problem with the instant gratification. I 100% do. Not that I'm not patient, because I am, but because I guess I know how to pull a resource. Now, Rocky always gonna be a resource, but I'm talking about other resources too. Because I know who to keep in my corner as a resource, and that they move so fast. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, why is this not going fast enough? Like, when it's not done, why is it not going fast enough? Like, what's going on? I've been blessed in that way. Like, when I have to go to a resource that they're available to me. So I have been blessed in that manner. So I decided what I wanted to do for meeting my goal of 600 subscribers. I think I want to go to see Megan Thee Stallion at the Moulin Rouge. And so I think that that's what I'm going to do. I want to buy a ticket. I don't know what dates she's there, but when you go and try to click on some dates, the dates that she's not there, they literally tell you, like, Megan Thee Stallion's not going to be here at this show. You know, buy your ticket if you want to, you know what I mean? And so, and then there's other ones where they're not saying, so I'm not sure if when they're not saying it, that means she's going to be there. So I have to find that out before I commit to a ticket, but I definitely want to do that when I buy a ticket. And I don't know if it's going to be an overnight trip to New York or if it's going to be a day trip to New York. I am not sure about that part yet, but I definitely know that that is what I want to do to celebrate my 600 subscribers. And I did ask a friend if she wanted to go. I decided I want to share that with someone. I was thinking a lot about Dorian, and when Dorian, my Pilates instructor, gathered a group of us and was like, I'm doing this birthday thing, I'm planning my own birthday thing, and I want you to come. And she had such a great time because all those people, you know, that she asked to show up for her showed up. And so, you know, there's people that I would like to celebrate that with, you know, this milestone with. If they can show up, that'd be really great. But if not, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to see Megan Thee Stallion. I want to buy a ticket that is close to the stage where I can see Megan Thee Stallion and record her and see her perform for Moulin Rouge and hopefully get her autograph or something. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion is my Beyonce. Beyonce is not my Beyonce. Megan Thee Stallion is my Beyonce. You have no idea. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to talk about it tomorrow. I'll talk about it tomorrow. How much her music has influenced me personally, professionally. Seriously. Personally and professionally. I know that sounds so crazy, but you're going to have to hear me out on this. I'm going to get ready for bed. Just marinate on that. I'll be right back with it. I promise. Yes, we finally got you clean, girl. Finally got you clean. Look at here now. Clean. Look at this tire. I got a screw in this tire, but they replaced it for me. I'm gonna tell y'all this story about this tire. I'm so proud of past Jasmine in this tire. Let's look in here, shall we? Yep. All the kid funk and junk gone. They even told me my trunk. Oh, this trunk had to be clean. Don't be coming at me, car wash, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that. Beautiful, baby. Good evening. It is Wednesday. It's very, very, very hot outside. The weather just don't know what it wants to do. But let's hope it sorted itself out and we are in a warm phase. I don't mind the warm phase. I don't like the hot phase. Warm is okay. Warm is acceptable. Today was a really great day. Yesterday was not a great day. Like, it was okay. But I really needed some rest. So, and listen, so you guys know Megan Thee Stallion is like, first of all, I love her. You guys know that, right? I've told you this. Like, I love Megan Thee Stallion. One of these days, I'm going to tell you how she... Was I supposed to tell you guys that? Was that what I was supposed to tell you guys the other day? It may have been. Megan Thee Stallion's music. Yes, it has explicit topics and adult topics in it, but I see deeper meaning in some of the things that she's saying. Now, maybe I'm just making this up to make it feel good for me. But just some of the phrases that she says, you know, it has really helped me in my healing journey, really gain the confidence in myself, you know, in different areas of my life, but also to remember that, like, I don't have to take some of the stuff that I used to think that I had to take because of my leadership capacity or because I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. Like, I have feelings too. I have values too. You know what I mean? And you're not just going to do whatever it is that you want to do to me. I can say no, you know, and that little voice that felt that is now up and about, and that little voice that did not feel that is gone, or like really volume at 1, because no, you're not just going to do whatever you want to do with me. And I'm so proud of the growth that I have accomplished with therapy and practicing what I've learned in therapy, but also finding things that help me reaffirm what I'm thinking about. And I have a Megan Thee Stallion playlist. I think I told you guys this, and it reaffirms what I think about. So I follow her. Like, I follow the things that she's doing. She's inspirational to me because I'm interested in so many different things, and I can do a lot of different things. I can't seem to focus on one specific thing. It's just not my personality. And at first I used to think like I had to just pick one thing. I don't have to pick one thing. I can pick many things. I love all of these different things. And I love them almost equally. Like, I don't want to not do these things. But and Megan is doing this too. She's everywhere. Cheetos commercial, music, you know, on that show with Daniel Radcliffe. I don't know what the show is, but I see, because I follow her, so I'm seeing everything that she's doing. You know what I mean? She's doing all these different interviews. She's on Broadway at Moulin Rouge. Like, she's doing every damn thing. And last night she was performing in Moulin Rouge, and then she had a medical emergency. Now, come to find out, okay, because there'd be a lot of slander on social media for Megan, so I got to be careful before I react to some of this stuff. I only go to the source, her best friend and her, okay? Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, it was exhaustion. She had different things going on with dehydration and all that other stuff, but it was exhaustion. And it sounded so familiar to me. Doing all of these different things because you can, and you know you can, and whatever it is, but forgetting to take care of you. I fell in that trap before last year. And there are circumstances in my life right now that are presenting themselves that may lead to an opening of falling in that trap again. Never again. Never again. I'm going to do what I got to do what I want to do, but remember that when I am exhausted, I am going to take that time for me. In the beginning of the vlogs, when I started missing certain days, and I really don't want to miss days, but there are times where I have to miss days, like, and I battle with myself, like, I gotta pick up this camera, I gotta, you know, and I want to pick up this camera, I want to do all of that stuff, and I'm not going to quit vlogging at all. No, I love it so much, and I love you guys, you know, whoever's watching, when you interact and things like that. I love it. Liking my videos, thank you so much, and all of that stuff. But there's days, and I'm telling you this because it's for you too. There's going to be days where you are tired, where you can't get up, where you don't want to get up, or where you want to not focus on these priority things that you have to do. You want to do something else that makes you happy, feel fulfilled, and relaxed. Do the things. Do what you got to do and do the things, because it's really, really important that you do not lose yourself in all of the hustle and bustle. It is so easy to lose yourself. It is so easy to be, oh, I'm grinding, I'm getting it. And then boom, your body is, no, you doing what? We ain't doing that. We gonna go to this hospital. Or you gonna sit down, or I'm gonna shut down. Okay, your body literally will shut down. I've experienced this. I understand. Never again. Anyway, so I have a social media win for you guys, okay, that I would love to share. So I went to a restaurant called Somo Maniac. If you saw last week's vlog, it was amazing. Oh my God, I love how my stylist does my hair, because the sew-in, he does the sew-in in a way where I still have access to my hair. I hate sew-ins when it's like, and you can't do anything. I love it. I have access to my hair. Anyway, so what I did was I posted their video. A video that I made from when I was at the restaurant and all the food and all that other stuff. And then I also posted a picture, because I wanted to post a picture of me and my friend, my stylist, that we took that night. I wanted to post a picture of the food that I took a picture of. It's actually in the thumbnail of last week's vlog. It's the chicken parmesan. Absolutely delicious. Ate it all up. No bag required. Anyway, no goodie bag. No takeaway bag required. Anyway. And then the picture that me and Callie took when we went out to Celine, which you see in this vlog. You should have already seen it anyway. When we went to Celine, and I tagged, Callie and her. I tagged my stylist and his. And then I tagged the restaurant in the picture. If you've been following me for a while, I said, tag these brands. Tag these brands. Did you remember me saying this ages ago? Tag these brands. Tag the restaurant. Tag whatever. They put my photo. I took a picture of it because it's a story. They put my photo on, don't they? Where's it at? Where'd it go? Here it is. They put my photo on their story. So I took a what's going on? I took a screenshot of that. So they put that on their story. I didn't thing. Let me see here. This is better. They put it on their story. So you see that? All right. So I got that. So I took that, and then I told them thank you or whatever. And then they also, the actual post that I posted there for those pictures, they actually liked the post. Okay. So I was very happy with that. Okay. So listen, I'm not shrinking anymore. I even put a post about shrinking. I put it on Instagram and TikTok. I didn't put it on YouTube, because I talked to you guys a lot about that anyway, so I didn't feel like I should put that there. But anyway, and it was about promoting my book. So yes, I decided, okay, this has been, unfortunately for me, a hard struggle to navigate, because I had to get over my fear and anxiety with this book. I'm going to promote my book. It is my book. It is something that I accomplished. It's something that I did. And it's something that I'm proud of. And I have no idea what made me afraid to really promote it. But I work so hard at my organization, for all of my staff, and for the organization itself. Like super, super hard. Why would I not work that hard for me and the things that I like and the things that I want to do? This is not making any sense, right? I came to that realization like last week or something sometime. Like, I'm doing all of this work and it's my job, don't get me wrong, but
it's a lot of energy. Like, why? I have things that I want to do or like to do. Why am I not wasting? Why am I wasting? Wow. See, look, we changed those words. Why am I not using that same amount of energy for things that I love and the things that I want to do? Now, I recognize that I am when it comes to social media, because I am posting very consistently. I'm posting every day. You know, of course, I'm doing my weekly vlogs with you guys, you know, so I am doing things, and I'm doing things. But, you know, what about my book? What about other things that I want to do? I have so many dreams and aspirations of where I want my experience from my organization to take me in my life. So, you know, yeah. I'm just ready to put in that work for me too. All of the things in me too. So. I didn't even hit record. I wasn't fine. Good evening. Okay. Good evening. It is Thursday. I am super tired. I was fine, and me and Rocky were chilling and relaxing, and then it was quiet. It was so quiet. You could hear birds chirping and everything, and then here come the kids. That's what happened. Now I don't even know how this happened, because Elijah doesn't even feel good. He's sick. He's sick because, so yesterday it was 80 degrees. 80.
That is not that hot.
But it's a good temperature. Today, it went all the way down to 50, and the lowest temp was like 44. Yesterday, I didn't have on my white coat. Today, I put on my white coat. I just don't understand, okay? And I wonder if the weather is also what's making it so that my voice won't heal all the way, because it just keeps changing. I got the sniffles again. Now I'm not feeling sick, but I got the sniffles again. It's just,
Are you gonna have to stop vlogging soon?
I'm not gonna stop vlogging just because I'm sick.
Oh, I really do want to come to your vlog someday.
Well, you are here now. They hear you talking.
There.
They'll hear you talking.
Your coffee machine is now a robot.
Thank you. So, yeah, today was a pretty okay day. I had a lot of challenging tasks. I was off yesterday, so whenever I'm off work and then I come back to a whole lot of stuff, it's just crazy. And when I first got back, like, I instantly had a meeting, and I didn't necessarily forget about the meeting, but I did. But I knew how to deal with the meeting, but it was really stressful. Because it was literally instant. So
Thank you for French bread pizza.
no problem, honey bun. So yeah, so that unfortunately set the course for my day. Whenever I start out really antsy, or people are just running like it's like they're running. This is how it feels like. Now they may not see it this way, but I'm describing how it feels. I'm here, and literally 2 minutes into my shift, someone was in my office like, oh, I know you just got here, but, and it just all day, boom, 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 boom. And so,
no, please don't come in.
Oh my goodness, my back is hurting, and I just need some more rest. I need another day off. I definitely need another day off. I need some more rest. I need some more rest. Yeah. We know Elijah normally does like little April Fool's pranks, but he couldn't really do it because he was sick. He was really upset that he got sick, and I was like, oh, April Fools. The nature got you. Nature pulled their own prank on you. Anyway. Oh my goodness. I just been, and then, you know, after just walking in and, you know, being handed tasks in a sense, I just been overstimulated throughout the day. When I get overstimulated, because I'm starting to pay a lot more attention to myself, my legs start shaking. Like, my legs just start shaking, and my body gets really jittery, and
my mind starts racing. It just starts racing, and I can't control it, but I can manage it when it's happening. It doesn't happen often, but I'm paying a lot more attention to my body and what's happening when I'm getting frustrated or overwhelmed. It's like almost uncontrollable. Yes. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna get some rest. I want to report a little bit something. I don't want to say that I'm reviewing this, but I guess I am. I'm obsessed with this Stanley mug. It's so easy. I don't know what it is about the weight of it and the convenience of it. Now I keep forgetting it to bring it with me. I gotta remember through my routine to do it. And I really do like it. And if I don't want to use the straw, I can move this part around and just sip from the top. I really like that, the versatility and how convenient it is. All I'm going to be doing is drinking water out of this. No other liquids, no juices, no nothing. I don't want to think about all that. Really, really like it. It's mine. I really, really like it. So yeah, I decided to do flexi rods in my hair this time because my bang or that front part is not, it's laying the way I want it to, but I want it to lay together with my hair. So I just did some flexi rods today. So I'm going to show you how that looks tomorrow. Nothing else was really going on today. Elijah didn't go swimming today because he wasn't feeling well. I don't know. Let's hope that we're not ending off this week's vlog sick again. But this weather is just not, it's not helping. It's not helping. And I'm sure there's plenty of people right now whose, anyway, I'm sure there's plenty of people right now whose body is just utterly confused by all of this stuff. So good evening. It's Friday. It is so bright out here, but it's really nice. Now look, yesterday was 40 something degrees. Degrees. Can we talk? Degrees. Today it's 64. Well, right now it's 64. It's really beautiful outside tonight. Just coming back from taking my grandmother her medicine. Yeah, just an overall great night. Yesterday I was a little bit quick to speak because there was a lot going on yesterday. I had a family member who wasn't really doing too well, but she is fine now, and so I had a lot on my mind yesterday. But like I said, I wanted to just check in yesterday, but I want to talk about something really quickly. It's also related to my mood yesterday, my quick mood yesterday, but I'm ready to talk. Okay. I'm talking about setting boundaries, okay? Setting boundaries, generally, okay? This is what's in my spirit tonight to end off this week's vlog, okay? I want to tell you, it's okay to set boundaries. Setting boundaries, the act of setting boundaries is so difficult because you're thinking a whole bunch of thoughts at the same time, including wrestling with the feeling that the person that you set the boundary with may be angry with you, may have issues with you, they might talk about you, whatever. I'm telling you that you can have empathy and be considerate and set boundaries. Okay? Those things can exist at the same time. And when you set your boundaries, the reasoning should not be related to anybody else but you. And what you're willing to take, what you're not willing to take. I posted a video about this on my Instagram. It was on TikTok first. And I've been going through a couple challenges that reminded me that I made, like, someone reminded me that I made that and said that. And said, well, a couple things. And I was like, I said that? I did that? Yes. And that is one of the things. Sometimes you're going to set boundaries. And it's okay to do this. And maybe the person that you're setting this boundary with is not willing to rise to the occasion. Maybe they're ready to go. Maybe they are not interested. You don't need to bend yourself. You don't need to bend yourself and compromise your values to appease someone. You don't need to do that. That is not required to live this life. It is not required to live this life. What is required to live this life is, to me, integrity, ethical behavior, being accountable, and being able to have the resources that you need to do what you want to do, and confidence to do what you want to do. Okay? That is what is needed. When you figure it out, who you are, what it is, you stand on it 10 toes down. And when faced with things that are anti-you, make a decision on how you make a decision on if you fit in that space. Unapologetically. It is so hard to get to this point. You guys have seen my journey. You guys have seen my journey since I started these vlogs. Took me over a year to finally get here. And part of being here is also being accountable. Being accountable that you set that boundary. You did that. Own it. It's yours. Ownership. Your core values are yours, and you own them. And you make the decision on whether things that happen to you are within your core values or not. If you're willing to overlook or not, that's your decision. That's your decision. Okay? And I know in this world where we want to be friendly and we want to give the benefit of the doubt, why someone may do something to you or say something to you, that's human. You still also have to really think about, like, is this okay? Am I willing to take this? Am I willing to overlook this? Am I willing to still move on with this connection? That's life. You're choosing these things, okay? You patronize these businesses, friendships, professional things. You make those choices based on your core values and what you believe in, what you stand for, what works for you. What works for you. I know someone who, they wanted to do something, and then when they realized that it wasn't what they thought it was going to be, they said no. And then people got upset, or people are disappointed. Okay. Their feelings are valid, but it doesn't change what you want to do. It should not change what you want to do. Never. I find myself sometimes
wrestling with the feelings. Like maybe I might get an alternative suggestion to something or whatever, and it's going against me, or it's challenging what I know that I can and cannot do, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, or I'll consider that. And then it's like, but you should do this, and no, I know that I can do those things. I'm not willing to say that I'm going to do those things, but I'm going to acknowledge that you said these things, and I'll take it into consideration. That makes some people mad because people want instant gratification. People want what they want, and but when you set boundaries, like, that's tough. That's tough for some people. But you guys saying 10 toes down on it, because that's who you are. That's what it is. It is what it is. 10 toes down. 10 toes down.